up, guys? I'm Cut Red Zone Rogue, and welcome back to another Ancient Knights spoiler video. This time we're going to be going over a bunch of new water support cards, or just water cards, I guess. But a lot of them will support Shaela, the starter deck water ruler, so let's just jump on in. So the first one we have is Waterfowl. He's a 400/600 for 1 blue, or 1 water, and 1 of any. He's a resonator bird. He has flying. So right there, 400/600 flying. That's okay. And it says, when this card gains plus 100, plus 200, as long as the weather is rain. So he's a 500/800 if it's raining. 500/800 flying for 2. That's alright. I think this card will be pretty good in limited. I don't think it'll see a lot of constructed play, but it's a pretty good draft card, so yeah, it's got that going for it. Next up we have Thunderfish. I really like the art in this. It's pretty imposing. Like, you just see a bunch of fucking electrical fish swimming towards you. I would not like that. So this guy is a 200/200 for 1 water. He's a fish. When this card enters the field, target resonator does not recover during its controller's next recovery phase. When this card is put into a graveyard from the field, draw a card if the weather is rain. I like this card quite a bit. 200/200 for 1 is okay. It's not great. But he locks down a dude when you play him, which I think actually is pretty good. And it's like a really good tempo card, basically. And when it dies, you can draw a card if it's raining, which is also pretty cool. So I think this is a good card for the Shaela deck, and if I'm going to make a Shaela deck, then I will probably include the Thunderfish. Well, maybe. It depends on what her other support is, but I think this card's pretty good. It's good enough to see play. Next up, we have Shaela's Elite. And so we have this Mermaid Resonator for 2 water, 600/600. And when it enters the field, search your deck for a mermaid not named Shaela's Elite. So basically, any other mermaid, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. This card's sweet. Just flat out for a mermaid like tribal deck. This card's really good. 600/600 for 2, good stats, and it like tutors out like your best mermaid. Good card. Like, just flat out, nothing else to say. This card's actually really good. So I like it quite a bit, and also I like the samurai mermaid thing going on. She's got like a katana coming out. I think it's pretty cool. Next up we have Ocean Floor Archelon. I don't know, man. So he's a 6 cost, 4 of any, 2 water, 600/2000. So he's got a big butt. He's a resonator dinosaur. It says blocking does not cause this card to rest. So you can basically block everything, which is kind of cool. I mean, except for like flyers and stuff. And you can pay 4 water, and this card gains plus 400, plus 1000 until end of turn, and then he cannot be blocked until end of turn. So yeah, this dude is fucking huge. If you pump him up, he becomes a 1000, 3000 until end of turn. And so basically what you can do, you can either make him a 1000, 3000, and then smash in for 1000 because he can't be blocked, or you can do it on your opponent's attack step, make him a 1000, 3000, and just block everything. Like, he's a giant wall. This card's sweet. I don't know if you'll see it play because it costs 6, but he's just, when he hits the field, man, he's going to really make an impact. If you can get up to 6, I think it's going to be a powerhouse. And if, like, Forceful ever prints a card that, like, lets you reverse attack and defense, this dude is going to be absolutely nuts. Like, if you can just make him a 3000, 1000 unblockable, that is just, boom, absolutely crazy. So I like this card. It has a lot of potential. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's cool. Next up we have Shaela's Foresight. Really dig the art in this. I think it's really colorful and kind of like sets the scene with all these grasping shadow hands and stuff. It looks really cool. Anyway, it's a chant, quick cast for 2 water. It says, now bear with me now, we got a wall of text here. It says, choose 1. If your J-Ruler is Shaela, or Shaela the Mermaid Princess, choose up to 3 instead. So you don't have to choose all of them, you can choose up to 3. And it says, put target attacking resonator on top of its owner's deck. That's a good ability. Or put target addition on top of its owner's deck. Another pretty decent ability. Or target player shuffles all magic stones from their graveyard into their magic stone deck, then shuffles all other cards from their graveyard into their deck. And then, you know, that's the one ability. And then, or draw a card. So this is pretty good. If you're playing Shaela, I think this is almost an auto-include, because you can, like, put an attacking resonator on top of their deck. If they have an addition, put that also on top of the deck, and then draw a card. That's super sweet. Or you can put a dude on top of the deck, shuffle your stuff back in, draw a card. Like, it's sweet. I like this card. Especially for well, only for Shaela, I should say. I don't think it's going to be that good in a not Shaela deck, but when you can pick multiples of these, it increases the power level of this card significantly. So, yeah, I like Shaela's Foresight. Next up, we have Confinement. So this is a 1 cost, 1 water, quick cast remnant chant. This is target resonator cannot attack this turn. I don't really like this card all that much. It's just one resonator can attack. It does have remnants, so you can like do it again, but it doesn't like draw a card or anything. Like, I'm comparing this to probably one of the most like broken. It's not really broken. One of the best cards in the entire game. Space-time anomaly. So for space-time anomaly, for 1 darkness more, so for a water and a darkness, it gives a dude -500, -500, and you draw a card, and it has remnant as well. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's not really fair to compare this to one of the best cards in the game, but still, it still doesn't do it for me. I think it's fine. Maybe if you're playing like a really aggressive tempo deck and you just really need to crash in with your flyers, or like your unblockable big, I don't know, dinosaur guy. Like, I don't know, but I'm not really sold on this. Maybe it's good, maybe it's better than I'm thinking it is, but yeah. Next up we have Seabed Investigation. So this is a chant for 2 water. It says, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put a card from among them into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you control a mermaid, put 2 cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order instead. I like this card. I like cards that do this. Especially in, like, if you play Magic the Gathering, I think a card like this would be amazing. In Force of Will, it's hard to say, man. Force of Will has really been pretty aggressive, and you can't really dawdle around with stuff like this too much. I think if you can come up with a really cool combo deck, or some sort of deck where you can maybe ramp out that big dinosaur dude, maybe this could be good, because this helps you like search for cards like that. But other than that, I don't know. It's really hard to evaluate this one. I think it's powerful, but I don't know if the meta will be slow enough for this to actually see play. In draft, I think it's going to be decent, because you can, like, you know, search out, like, try to get your bomb, which is pretty cool. But other than that, I don't know. And last up for today, we have Keys' Call, and what the fuck? Look at this dolphin. This is ridiculous. So it is a quick cast chant for 1 water. It says, cancel target automatic ability of a resonator. Draw a card. So I think this card's pretty good in certain situations. I think this is almost strictly a sideboard card, and I think it will be okay against the, I don't know, if you really need to cancel an automatic ability of a resonator and draw a card. It replaces itself. That's kind of cool. I think this card's interesting. It has the potential to see play somewhere. So there you have it, guys. That was today's spoiler video. There's some pretty cool cards in here that I like quite a bit. I liked Shaela's Elite. I think the Archelon, or Shellen, the big ocean floor dinosaur dude, I think that guy is pretty cool. I like Shameless Foresight, and Seabed Investigation, I guess. I mean, I guess the Keys' Call will maybe see some sideboard play every now and then, and Thunderfish is kind of cool too. You know what? I'm going to make a 180, or 360. I'm going to turn around. Yeah, 180. If you do a 360, you just back where you started. Anyway, I do like some of the cards here. I think they have a lot of potential, and I think this is what we're going to be seeing going forward in the Raya cluster. A lot of like really specific cards instead of just like raw power level that we saw in the basically on all the rest of Force of Will. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm really eager to see what else we have in store, especially in regards to like the dark stuff, or the darkness stuff, because I'm really digging the Dark Elf theme, and we haven't seen the starter deck yet, so I'm really hoping to see that soon. So yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. Yeah, guys, have a good one, and I hope to see you next time.